So hello everybody, this is American Seagull Predictions, and I'm back with a new video. I'm doing my updated 2022 governor's elections. So, of course, I'm going to start off with the safe red states: South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, Idaho. Of course, Alaska, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, South Carolina. I'm going to put Texas in there. Abbott is just killing it. It's going to be by more than 10 points at this point. Iowa, not sure. I think I'll put it as likely, maybe safe, but we'll see. The primary's coming up for Iowa, so I'll probably do a video about it. But anyway, Iowa's gone for Democrats. No Democrats are going to really win. Ohio, same, likely are. Um, uh, I think Kansas will be likely. I think it'll be like a 6-point win. The only reason why Laura Kelly won, because it was a blue wave year, and the Republicans ran an awful candidate. And Republicans are going to run a better candidate, it looks like, this time. And still will probably vote to the left of where it was in 2020. I think it'll be a 6-point win for the Republican, but again, a victory for Republicans. Democrats are, of course, going to win Maryland. No surprise there. Although Republicans could at least maybe do better, at least perform a little bit better than Donald Trump, at least. Illinois, I was thinking of putting it as safe, but I don't know. I think I'll put it as likely for now. The state is very. The state's very is usually much closer on governor's elections, but at the end, I think Pritzker will probably be able to pull it off. I think Ron DeSantis, of course, going to win by a likely margin. No surprise there. Doing an excellent campaign. Basically, the future Republican Party. I expect them to win there, no problem, by almost 8, probably even 9 points at this point. Hawaii safe. California and Oregon. Oregon, I think I might actually I'll do Oregon later. California, I see Democrats narrowly holding on. Holding on. That's not a surprise. Colorado, I'm putting as likely. I think it'll be a 9-point win. I think the red wave environment will help the Republicans, but again, Colorado, not really favorable for Republicans. New York, I'm putting as safe, although I could see it going down the likely. I think it'll be like a 14-point win for Democrats. Gotta remember, Zeldin, I think, is running a pretty good campaign. But again, New York isn't going to be New York, so I don't really expect anything from it. But yeah. The Democrats are, of course, going to win Massachusetts, although I do think maybe Republicans could at least win one county, probably like Bristol or Plymouth. They could at least probably maybe nearly win one of those counties, maybe both if he runs a good campaign, but we'll see. Vermont, Vermont, of course, these are safe. Chris Sununu knows they're both going to win, no problem. Democrats, I see, will probably win Rhode Island by like 8 points. I don't really know anything about it that much. Although, red wave environment, I think the Republicans actually didn't do that bad, actually, in 2018. But again, Rhode Island is Democratic. Okay, I guess lean R states. Georgia, lean R. Brian Kemp's running a solid campaign. Stacey Abrams is running an awful campaign. Not really the best campaign. Stacey Abrams basically is trying to kill the Georgia Democratic Party, despite trends not really favoring Republicans in the state. Yeah, Brian Kemp, I think, will win, no problem. And yeah, it's Brian Kemp still lose at this point. There's no way. I don't really think there's like any scenario where Stacey Abrams would win. Brian Kemp's basically got it locked up. I do think I think Carly Lake will win by a lean margin. Carly Lake, they said, she's like Q's real people. She isn't really that type of person. Although I do think, but the other candidate's like more of like a Bernie bro. I won't really say that she's like exactly a Bernie bro, but she kind of gives me that Fetterman look, kind of. Although, and I'm not sure how she's going to be able to appeal to moderates. I know Carly Lake might not be the best of moderates, but I think at the end of the day, red wave environment, Biden barely won the state. Republicans should be able to win it by like a point or so. Carly Lake should be able to win it by a point or so. Maine, I think I could very narrowly going to Janet Mills. LePage, I think, is running a pretty good campaign, although I won't exactly put it in the Republican column just yet. I think I could, but I think that's the main Senate race, governor's race, is going to be a real close one to watch. Wisconsin, I'm putting as like Lenar. Tony Evers is basically done. The state is going too far right. Basically, Tony Evers is done. I expect the Republican to probably win by 3-ish points at this point. Yeah, not really good. Yeah, Democrats, I think, just give up on Wisconsin in general. Minnesota, I see going by a lean margin. Tim Walz, I don't really think has like an extreme challenger. Yeah, but again, red wave year, I think could get a little close. Probably be like a 2-ish point win for Walz at the end of the day. I see Republicans probably narrowly winning Nevada's governor's race. I think could be close, but again, Nevada, yeah. Uh, Connecticut, I also see going lean. I think it'll be like a 3-point for Lamont, red wave year. I think Bob Skanowski, I think he'll probably run up a good campaign, but again, Connecticut's pretty Democratic, but I do think Skip Anowski is kind of running like a Glenn Youngkin campaign, but Connecticut's more liberal than Virginia, but I think it could get pretty close. I won't be surprised if Skanowski could actually win, but as of now, I'm putting as lean Lamont. Gretchen Whitmer, I sadly see winning re-election. The Republicans have a train wreck of candidates. I expect Gretchen Whitmer to narrowly win just because of the red wave environment and that stuff. I see Pennsylvania going tilt R. Mastriano is not like what people think. Shapiro's only campaign message is, oh, well, he's QAnon man bad. Yeah, that's not going to really work out that well. Mastriano, I think, is running a better campaign. I think people thought that, oh, he was going to lose in a landslide to Shapiro. That's a complete and total lie. Mastriano, I think, is actually a pretty decent candidate. I think he's someone that could probably really get out that rural Trump base, probably out there better, maybe even better than someone like Lou Barletta. I see Ron Ciannelli narrowly winning. He's running another really good campaign, but yeah, so I could see him probably very narrowly pulling it off. And I'd say the Democrat isn't really that popular in New Mexico, but we'll see. Oregon, I'm going to put as lean. Lean D. I do think that this Democrat's going to narrowly hold on by 2-ish points, maybe 3-ish, 2.5 points probably when it's all said and done. So yeah, this is my prediction. I'll see you guys later.